So the first thing that I'm going to do is, if you notice, we have this x to the fourth power, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply like x to the third times x minus 1 in order to get my first component there. So maybe I'll just put that on the side. I'm just going to say x to the third times x, all right, x minus 1. And so you'll see that we get x to the fourth minus x to the third. So let me see, I did erase this. Oh man. Alright. Done. Gosh. Alright, there we go. Alright, so when I do that, we're going to put on x to the third here. So we end up with x to the third minus x to the third. All right. And you know, like in long division, we always subtract. Okay. Is that supposed to be x to the third? No, you're bugging. You're bugging. All right. This is x to the fourth minus x to the third. That was just a test. So when you do this, you end up with 0 here, and this is going to be plus x to the third. All right. So the next thing you do, you actually bring the next portion down, and we're going to do the same thing. So this time we're going to say what? Plus x to the second, and it's going to follow the same kind of rules. X to the second, and that's x minus 1, you end up with x to the third minus x to the second. And so we have x to the third minus x to the second. And so now we have to subtract these. Ooh, I messed up again. Gosh. I hope you caught that mistake. So I actually need to multiply through by a negative sign, and so it's going to be a negative here if I make this plus, and it's going to have to be a positive here. Woo! All right, so the 0 stands, but now we have plus 3x cubed. So now I have x minus 1. What can I do to the x to get the 3x cubed? Well, I need to multiply by 3x squared. We have 3x cubed minus 3x squared. So I say 5 minus 5x squared. 3x cubed minus 3x squared. So I'm just going to put a minus sign here and a plus sign here. So now we know that this is 0 minus 2x squared. And we'll bring down that 3x. So I'll do this again. What can we multiply by this in order to get? Forgot to put this up here. What do we multiply by this in order to get a negative 2x plus 3x? Well, we're just worrying about the next negative 2x squared. So I'm going to say a negative 2x. So that's going to end up being a negative 2x squared. Oh boy. 2x squared. Plus 2x. So we end up with negative 2x squared plus 2x, and we are going to switch the signs around. 0, and that's going to be plus x. So now we have minus 1 that's going to come down. All right, and we can see we have x minus 1. Oh, did I forget to write that up there again? Negative 2x. Excuse me. So in order to get rid of this, we just minus, subtract both of these. Oh, all right. Excuse me. And we know that this is just going to be 0. But what do? We multiply this by 1 in order to get that. X minus 1. So we're going to multiply this by a negative, not a negative 1, but just 1. So we have plus 1 up here. So this is your answer. Alrighty.